My dear friends, today's update is one of the most important and emotional messages I have shared with you in a long time. Millions of seniors across the United States are waking up to surprising changes that could reshape their financial future. For months, people have been wondering whether Social Security benefits would keep shrinking under inflation or finally grow enough to offer real relief. But what many retirees did not expect is that three different increases, yes, three separate boosts, are now moving forward at the same time. These increases come in the form of a 2.8% rise, a 9.6% rise, and an incredible 10.1% bump that has sent shockwaves through households from the coast to coast. If you receive Social Security, disability benefits, survivor benefits, or supplemental security income, this update could affect you directly. Before I continue, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Your support means so much, and staying connected helps you never miss important financial updates that may shape your monthly income, your retirement, and the well-being of your family. Now, let's take a deep breath together and break down exactly what these numbers mean, why they matter, and how they may change the future for millions of seniors. This moment is critical because many seniors are feeling the pressure of rising prices, higher rents, costly medications, and unpredictable grocery bills. People want stability, they want clarity, they want to know what is happening to the money they rely on every month. When news broke about a potential triple increase, many were confused. How can there be three increases at the same time? Are all seniors getting them? Is this official? Are these separate programs? And most importantly, what will the actual monthly payment be? Let's start with the first increase, the 2.8% rise. This one is connected to the standard cost of living adjustment many seniors are familiar with. The cost of living adjustment, often called the COLA, is designed to help benefits keep up with inflation. In years when the economy experiences high inflation, the COLA tends to be higher. In years when inflation slows down, the COLA becomes smaller. The 2.8% increase is meant to reflect the most recent trend in economic indicators. It may not sound like much, but for someone receiving an average Social Security payment, even this small increase means extra money each month. It can make a difference in filling a prescription, buying essential groceries, or paying a utility bill. Now, let's move to the second increase, the 9.6% bump. This rise is not part of the normal COLA process. Instead, it relates to a different set of adjustments connected to people who collect certain types of benefits, such as disability programs or payments tied to outdated formulas that are finally being updated. For years, seniors have argued that these formulas are unfair, outdated, and do not reflect real living costs. The 9.6% change is an attempt to bring those benefits closer to modern standards. Imagine receiving nearly 10% more every month. For many seniors, this could mean the difference between struggle and stability. It could also help those who rely heavily on Social Security disability insurance or survivor benefits, who often feel left behind by smaller adjustments. And then we arrive at the most shocking and emotionally powerful increase, the 10.1% rise. This is the part that has grabbed national attention. This increase is tied to groups of beneficiaries who have been underpaid for years due to complicated rules, income mismatches, or outdated inflation formulas that ignored seniors' real economic challenges. Experts argue that seniors spend far more on healthcare, essentials, and rising expenses than these formulas account for. The 10.1% increase is intended to correct long-standing inequalities and bring benefits closer to what seniors actually need to survive in today's economy. When you add these three increases together, 2.8%, 9.6%, and 10.1%, you can understand why people are referring to this as a Social Security shock. Not because the news is negative, but because it is unexpected, rare, and potentially life-changing. Seniors who have waited years for meaningful relief may finally see payments that match the reality of their daily struggles. But this leads to the big question: who actually gets what? Not every senior will receive all three increases. These are separate adjustments targeting different groups, different programs, and different forms of Social Security support. Some people may receive only one of the increases. Some may receive two. A smaller group may receive all three, depending on their financial situation and benefit category. Let's walk through the possibilities step by step so you understand exactly where you stand. If you are receiving regular Social Security retirement benefits, you are likely to receive the 2.8% cost of living adjustment. This applies to the majority of seniors across the country. It is the standard increase designed for all retirees. If you are receiving disability benefits, including Social Security disability insurance, you may see the 9.6% increase depending on your case. This change is significant because disability recipients have often felt the impact of inflation more strongly than other groups. If you receive survivor benefits, you could be affected by either the 2.8% or the 9.6% adjustment, depending on the structure of your payments and how long you have been receiving them. If you receive supplemental security income, also known as SSI, you may be connected to the 10.1% correction increase. SSI recipients are often among the lowest income seniors and individuals with disabilities, and this increase aims to help those who need financial relief the most. Now, it's important to understand that these changes do not replace one another. They are separate. They do not cancel each other out. Instead, they apply based on eligibility, category, and individual benefit formulas. You may be wondering how these percentages translate into dollars. For a retiree receiving around the national average of roughly $1,400 to $1,800 per month, even a smaller percentage can produce a noticeable change. For example, a 2.8% increase could mean an additional $40 or $50 each month. A 9.6% adjustment could add more than $100, and a 10.1% rise could add even more. These monthly raises accumulate over the course of a year, creating meaningful yearly totals. What this means is that seniors may begin seeing larger deposits, improved monthly budgets, and more breathing room. Many have been living on tight margins, and even small improvements can bring emotional relief and peace of mind. This is why today's update is not just another technical adjustment story. It is a moment of hope, real financial hope, for people who have worked hard, struggled through inflation, and carried heavy responsibilities throughout their lives. But beyond these increases, there is also movement in stimulus payments and additional support programs. Rumors have been circulating about new stimulus proposals, revised benefit plans, and discussions in Congress. While not every proposal is confirmed, the idea of extra support for seniors remains a major talking point, especially as inflation continues affecting everyday essentials. Many seniors are asking whether these new increases are connected to possible stimulus payments. The honest answer is that while the percentages themselves are separate from stimulus proposals, they play an important role in the wider conversation about senior financial support. When inflation rises faster than benefits, lawmakers come under increased pressure to offer extra payments, one-time bonuses, or emergency relief. These triple increases have drawn national attention because they signal that the government recognizes seniors' struggles. When benefits rise in multiple categories at once, it often means policymakers understand there are deeper structural issues affecting retirees, people with disabilities, and individuals living on fixed incomes. Let's take a moment to talk about stimulus-related discussions. Over the past few months, several committees and policymakers have been reviewing the economic challenges facing older Americans. Many seniors are still recovering from the financial impacts of rising housing costs, medical bills, food prices, and utility expenses. Some have lost savings, some have had to return to part-time work, others have taken on debt just to keep up. Because of this, there is growing support for targeted relief focused on seniors and low-income households. While nothing is fully confirmed, proposals have included one-time payments for low-income seniors, special supplements for Social Security beneficiaries, and additional support for people on disability or survivor benefits. These discussions are still active, and the fact that multiple increases are being implemented at the same time suggests that lawmakers want to provide more meaningful help. Now, let's look at how these triple increases may affect households in real, practical ways. Imagine a senior who currently receives around $1,500 a month. With a 2.8% increase, that person might receive an additional $40 each month. With a 9.6% increase, they could receive around $140 extra dollars. With a 10.1% correction increase, they could gain more than $150. When these boosts are combined for those who qualify, the difference can be dramatic. For example, a senior relying on disability benefits and also receiving supplemental security, income could see multiple adjustments applied at the same time. These changes can affect grocery budgets, prescription refills, transportation costs, and basic monthly expenses. And for some seniors, this could be the first time in years they feel financially secure again. Even seniors who qualify for only one of the increases may still feel real relief. When you are living on a fixed income, every dollar matters. A small rise in benefits can reduce stress, ease anxiety, and help people feel more in control of their lives. Many seniors have shared that they feel forgotten in economic conversations. They worry about the future of Social Security. They fear that their benefits will not keep up with rising costs. Today's triple increase is not a complete solution, but it is a step forward, and it shows that the voices of seniors are being heard. Now, let's talk about another important question. How will these increases be delivered? Many seniors wonder whether they need to apply, fill out forms, or contact the Social Security Administration. Thankfully, the answer is simple. These increases are automatic. You do not need to register, request anything, or take any special steps. If you are eligible, your payments will adjust automatically based on your benefit category. The Social Security Administration updates its system and calculates the new amount for each person individually. All you need to do is check your deposit on the next scheduled payment date. This simplicity is extremely important because many seniors feel overwhelmed by paperwork, confusing communications, or lengthy phone calls. But in this case, everything is handled behind the scenes. Now, let's talk about timing. When can seniors expect to see these increases reflected in their monthly checks? For most people, the initial adjustments appear at the beginning of the new payment cycle. That means retirees typically see changes early in the new year, while supplemental security income recipients see changes slightly earlier, depending on the calendar. Disability and survivor benefits also follow their specific schedules, but usually adjust at the same time as regular Social Security benefits. This means millions of Americans could see higher payments within weeks of the official adjustment period beginning. It's important to stay aware of your payment schedule. If you receive your benefits on the second, third, or fourth Wednesday of the month, your increased payment will arrive on your usual date. For supplemental security income recipients, monthly payments arrive on the first day of the month unless that date falls on a weekend or holiday. Regardless of the schedule, your increase will be included automatically, and your deposit will be updated without delay. Another point seniors should pay attention to is how these increases may affect their taxes. Many retirees worry that higher Social Security payments might cause them to owe more in taxes or lose access to certain programs. While tax obligations may vary by individual income, the majority of retirees will not see major changes. Social Security taxation rules remain the same, and many programs that help seniors do not reduce benefits because of cost of living adjustments. Instead, these programs usually adjust their own thresholds to protect low-income individuals. If you have concerns about your specific situation, it's always a good idea to monitor your yearly benefit statement and speak with a trusted tax advisor. But in general, these increases are designed to help, not harm, your financial security. There's also the emotional impact to consider. Many seniors have expressed that rising costs have made them feel vulnerable, worried, or even ashamed of struggling financially after a lifetime of hard work. Some feel isolated because they cannot afford activities or travel. Others worry about burdening their families. These increases may not solve every problem, but they help restore dignity, independence, and peace of mind. Knowing that your monthly payment will finally increase in a meaningful way can ease stress and help you breathe easier. Another important part of this conversation is the future of Social Security. Many seniors wonder whether increases like these are sustainable. The truth is that Social Security remains one of the most stable and important programs in the country, and it continues to support millions of Americans. While financial challenges exist, lawmakers understand that cutting benefits is not an option. Instead, there is increasing momentum to strengthen Social Security, update outdated formulas, and raise benefits for those who need it most. The triple increases you're hearing about now are part of a broader recognition that seniors require more support, not less. Before we close today's update, let's bring everything together. We have talked about the three major increases: 2.8%, 9.6%, and 10.1%, each designed to address different groups and different needs. We discussed how these increases will apply automatically, who may qualify, how payments will be delivered, and what these changes mean for the financial well-being of millions of Americans. We also explored the ongoing discussions around stimulus payments, the future of Social Security, and the importance of helping seniors navigate rising costs. Now, let's end with a strong and encouraging message. My dear friends, you have faced challenges with courage and strength. You have survived difficult times, rising prices, and constant uncertainty. Today's update brings hope, it brings relief, and it brings proof that your voice matters and your needs are finally being addressed. These triple increases may not fix everything, but they represent meaningful progress. They show that seniors are not invisible. They show that you deserve dignity, respect, and financial stability. And they show that brighter days are ahead. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this information helpful, please remember to subscribe so you never miss an important update. Stay safe, stay strong, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. Your well-being matters, and you are never alone.